Hi, welcome to today's video where I will launch Are We There Yet? The YouTube channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Fernando Muñoz Bernal and I have been running Fermove, my main YouTube channel, since the year 2018 and of course China since 2020. Earlier this year, I purchased, of course, China, and I am rebranding it today into Are We There Yet? The channel. So if you're watching on OCC, welcome to the new channel, and if you're watching on Fermove and have no idea what I'm talking about, just make sure to click the link in the description down below, go there, subscribe, and come back to this video. Thanks so much for doing so. Now, before I tell you everything about the changes in my life and the things that I will do with the new Are We There Yet? YouTube channel, spoiler alert, daily travel vlogs, podcasts with interesting characters from all over China, and lots of cinematic nature videos. So before I do all that, let me tell you why I'm making this change. If you have been following my channel for some time now, you know that, well, COVID forced me to close two branches of my English language training centers here in the city during 2020. It's virtually, if I start teaching in the middle of July or perhaps August, what I should have taught in February, I won't have time to finish the thousands of hours that I've already sold before September. That's virtually impossible. In fact, one of them I had invested all my savings just prior to it going poof. Now, 2021 started with a lot of positivity, but after June, Delta showed up in China and we were forced to close for the rest of the term. So the finances for that part of the year were diluted. And in fact, our investment for the 2021 summer camp went poof as well. But we got through Delta, so that's good. So we were hoping that this semester would be a strong comeback, but in August, the government shut down all of the school tutoring centers. Now, a short parenthesis here. If you need to know, I support 100% what the government is doing. And let me tell you why. There were many scammers in this industry. There were people that were running and growing centers just like Ponzi schemes. Just to give you an example, earlier this month, a young tutoring training center here in the city had to shut down operations because they were unable to refund up to 1.5 billion yuan to their customers. Now, this is not the video where I'm going to explain to you what happened, but yeah, this was taking place in one way or another all throughout the country, and something had to be done. So I applaud what the government was doing. Now, while I haven't been asked to close down yet, mainly because we don't operate like that, we did see this term a reduction of 50% in signups. Everyone is afraid that they are going to be ripped off. So I see the writing on the wall. Things for centers like mine will get worse before they get better again in a couple of years. So my wife and I decided to go on an adventure called Are We There Yet? The YouTube channel. So from January 2022, we will embark on a 2-year documentary filmmaking expedition in China. We will buy a 6-meter RV trailer. We're going to hook it up to our SUV. I'm going to start traveling around China, making YouTube content for you guys. We will be bringing along, obviously, Kana, Simba, and Ash. Those are our black Labrador and our 2 cats, respectively, because, look, they're family. We're not going to leave them behind. It's just the way it is, right? Now, during this trip, we will be making 3 different types of content as we go through the country at a very slow pace. What we want to do is we want to spend enough time in each place and learn about each region and document its intricacies and features. So we will make, number 1, real everyday RV life in China. There are Chinese people doing this on YouTube and on Chinese platforms, but they do it in Chinese. And there are thousands of foreigners doing this in the West. But to my knowledge, I would be the only foreigner doing it for an extended period of time in English in China. That's a niche right there. Now, as you know, I have documented several of my trips around China. Probably the most important one was the Qinghai trip that we did last year with my wife, where we ended up sleeping on the rooftop tent for 2 weeks. So this will be rather similar, but there will be much more content as we will be traveling slowly from place to place and uploading from the road. Now, the second kind of content will also be in-depth and eye-opening podcast interviews with very interesting people both local and foreigners from around the country. Something very similar to the original idea of course, China podcast. For, I have all the necessary equipment, as you can see. The idea is to introduce people's lives to a Western audience, trying to reverse the first word of the US Constitution from we the people into they the people. I have started already this project with 2 videos. One is a surfing instructor from Shenzhen, and the other one is a athlete on a wheelchair. So keep tuned to this channel. Are we there yet for this kind of content? And number 3, I will shoot the beauty of China's nature, culture, and traditions from a more cinematic perspective, from drone shots and cinema cameras to achieve masterpieces that will make China In order to do this, I need 2 things. I need to cover our living and travel expenses for the next 24 months, and I need to purchase an RV trailer. Now, let me be perfectly clear about one thing. I can afford to execute this project, okay? That's very important. However, in our current situation, things would be far from ideal, and this is why we need your help. There you go. I said it, quick like a band-aid. Painless. But why do I need your help? Well, there are 3 main concerns that we have when we consider the options that are available or affordable to us given our financial situation. Number 1, we would not have large enough battery pack or solar system to boondock for several days, and that's important. The second problem is that we wouldn't have enough floor space, so to speak, for our dog and our cats to move about a little bit more freely, and that's not good. And the third one will be to find the kind of trailer that has a dining area where we can positively and effectively shoot these video podcast interviews. As you can hear from all the sound here at the airport, having a controlled environment makes things a lot easier. So that's one thing that's really important to us. So looking at 3 numbers, our number of subscribers, the number of subscribers with notifications, and those with all notifications turned on, those who really want to see our content, we have decided to start a crowdfunding project here on the channel. We want to sell you, my supporter, the content that I will be creating for the next 24 months. We have 3 goals. These are aspirational, although realistic goals according to my calculations. And we also have 4, I like to call them thank you packages for those of you who choose to support us by buying our future content in the next 24 months. Okay, so first let's talk about the goals and how they can be achieved, okay? Our first goal is reach if those 2,500 subscribers who have all notifications on make a one-time donation of $25. This is around $1 a month for the next 24 months. It just has to be upfront. This goal will require us to, support ourselves with other sources of income as, for example, making commercial shootings like this. These commercial shootings, they are, they help to support our project, but at the same time, they do take away a lot of the time that we want to dedicate to producing the content that we want you to watch. So that's that. Now, our second goal will be reached if all 4,000 subscribers with notifications make a one-time donation of $20. If this happens, we will be fully dedicated to creating the content that we described above. So, yeah, no interruptions, no need to get other kind of work or anything. And the third goal can be reached if the average number of viewers, which is around 10,000 per video, makes a one-time donation of $10. $10 for 24 months of content, 4 videos a week. That's more than 350 videos. So $10 is a one-time thing for 360 videos. That's really, really cheap. This goal will allow us to actually engage a professional editing team to produce the highest quality content for you at a greater frequency. Now, in fact, this highest goal can also be reached if all my 31,000 subscribers donate $3 each. So $3 each for 300 and something videos over 2 years. That's not a lot, right? I understand that not everyone is in a position to do this, so just feel free to donate any amount that you feel comfortable donating, and we will thank you for that. Now, what do you get in return? I have created 4 tiers of support. There's the fan, the team member, the dream team member, and the believer team member. The fan level, basically, it's any contribution in any amount that you want to make. This is anyone who just likes the idea, would like to see it happening, and hopes that we can make it happen, make it come true. You probably will get a group shout out or an individual shout out during the videos, and you will be able to see all the content that is public a little bit later than those who commit to higher levels of donations. Now, there's also the Are We There Yet team member. This is a one-time $25 contribution. This will give you 24 months of the following perks starting January 15, 2022. You will be in a mailing list that will allow you to receive early access, depending on geographical location that you are, to my RV daily life in China videos. These will be produced between 3 and 4 times a week. I will also give you access to a behind the scenes or a blooper video, sort of, each week that is only available to Are We There Yet team members and above. Now, we also have the Are We There Yet Dream Team member. This is a one-time $50 contribution, and this will give you the same perks as above, plus a monthly recap video that we will watch together and comment live in the chat section. We can pause and rewind bits that you're interested in and address questions that you may have relevant to that video. Again, this puts you at the $2 a month contribution just upfront. And the last tier is the Are We There Yet Believe team member. These are people who can make a one-time $75 contribution, which is about $3 a month, more or less, but upfront for the next 24 months. This gives you all the above mentioned perks, plus a monthly live stream video with one of the subjects of the podcast interviews. Now, the interviewee will share with us the amazing stories as I will showcase them in a documentary video. The documentary will be a separate video, however, and you will have the opportunity to watch and interact live during the video podcast as we sit around the RV table and discover the intricacies of his or her stories. The video podcast will be translated or interpreted live on the spot by my wife if necessary. This means that you get the opportunity to ask questions to the interviewee, and those questions may end up being featured in the final documentary episode. How cool is that? Now, how can you help? Well, very simple. With the PayPal link in the description down below, you can just click on it and use it to make your desired contribution. Make sure to type your email in the message so I know who is sending what. I will make that list and proceed to send you a very quick confirmation letting you know the perks that you are entitled to. Now, if you're in China and you wish to support us via WeChat, it is also quite simple. You can add this WeChat account here on the screen. This is not a payment QR code. We can talk after you've added me, and we can get your support and your email through there. All right, friends, I hope to hear from all of you very soon. And don't forget to ask, Are We There Yet? The YouTube channel. Bye for now.